How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, we've got several rumors, tons of shit popping up. Honestly, it's a plethora of information coming our way. A lot of rumors, though. I'm going to point that out. Now, before we get started with the video, I want to point out two things. The first one, please, for the love of God, it's rumors and speculation and hints. This shit shouldn't be taken as real directly or, like, assumed as confirmed. Please do just go with the mindset of, maybe this is potential, maybe this isn't potential. It's very much a 50-50 thing, so there's nothing guaranteed about this being actually, real in the future. Also, you probably saw a pillow move over there. I'll explain that as my second point. Either way, please do keep in mind, these are rumors, these are speculations, and all that sort of stuff. Now, point number two, I've got these morons over here. So, I've got two friends over, and they're just chilling, and, just in the background. But I still want to get this video out to you guys because too many things are happening, and I've got to report the information for you guys. I'm like the Keemstar of the Pokemon community. Either way, let's get into the actual information, shall we? So, first things first, we've got logos. Now, this is the probably weirdest and most likely the most interesting part, I'd say. So this was originally sent to me by Matthew Wild on Twitter. Big thank you to Matthew. He sent me stuff in the past as well, so big thank you to him. And he was quote tweeting a tweet here saying, from Steelix, aka Jackson556D on Twitter, which I've talked about things that he's posted in the past as well, several times, and honestly, this is kind of intriguing. So, first things first, we've got 3 sets of logos, and I'm a little bit torn, okay? These are confusing. The first 2 are definitely looking fake. Like, I can't accept these 2 top logos as real. The Crown and Scepter ones, they just look like the English ones, the ones right here on the top. The one that says Crown and Scepter over there, they look way too fake. The middle ones, though, that are Korean, actually look real. Those do look real. They look legitimately good. They don't look like shitty or bad or any of that sort of stuff. They actually look good, like good looking. And the Japanese one does look fine as well. But the Crown and Scepter one in English look horrendous. They just do not look real. They look fake as hell, and I can't really trust it. I genuinely can't think these are real, and I don't know what to feel about it. So I'd love to know your opinions in the comment section down below. What do you guys feel about these? What are your thoughts? I just want to know, because frankly, they just do not look real. But I also want to bring up, these were posted on 4chan, and usually, and this actually happens every time we are close to the, reveals of the upcoming games, we usually do get these sort of things popping up ahead of time, right? We get these sort of things, coming out of nowhere, being like, oh, hey, here's a logo, here's something like this, here's something like this. So I'm gonna just say this: if we do get trademarks on these, which these are not trademarked, by the way, these have just been posted on 4chan, which 4chan, it can be always fake, it can be real, it can be fake. Both things have been, real in the past. We've had actually real shit pop up on 4chan, and we've had a plethora of fake shit on 4chan as well. But these specifically, if we see trademarks, any sort of licensing of these logos, any sort of domains being bought up, like if we see Pokemon-crown.com picked up, then I think potentially we may have something on our hands. And honestly, at this point, I don't give a shit. I'll take Crown and Scepter because I just need a Pokemon game to be shown my way, because it's getting a little bit frustrating constantly seeing these rumors that are just ludicrous with weird-ass names like, oh, Pokemon Summer and Winter, Pokemon this or that, Pokemon Hot and Warm. It's just getting a little bit ridiculous, and I'd prefer getting actually a substantial piece of information rather than nothing. And this is probably the most fun shit I've seen in a while, because we haven't had logo rumors in a long time, and this is definitely one of the most interesting ones. And I will point out again, the Korean one looks really good. Like, it genuinely looks like an actual Pokemon logo. And even the Japanese one, but it's just something wrong with the English one. Also, I feel like I've seen the English logos before. I feel like, I swear to God, I've seen these before, but I just can't remember where or in what context. I just want to bring it up, though, and just mention it because I thought it was worthwhile. Personally, though, I think these are fake. Even with the 2 in the middle looking really good, I still think these are fake. So, I don't know. I want your opinions, though. Let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Just let me know. Now, the next thing we have on our agenda is going to be slightly different. So, as I mentioned at the start of the video, we've got a lot of things. We've got way too many subjects today. But one of the ones that I think is worthwhile covering is from an individual that could be giving us a little bit of a hint of what's to come soon. So I thought we'd talk about 2 different ones. So the first one here comes from Francis Metz on Twitter, which is another viewer, telling me that this is probably nothing but the Pokemon Ultra anime is seemingly coming to a close. Could this be hinting a new region for the anime coming soon, therefore a new game? Now, this is a little bit incorrect. See, the anime is going to, I'm not sure where the anime is personally yet. He's telling me that it's supposed to be ending soon, which I think is a little bit strange. I know that they, in the anime opening, they were, building the Elite Four and stuff. like the Alola League. They were building it in the opening to the anime, which was all fine, no issues, nothing weird there. Of course, that's to be expected. They're supposed to have the Alola League, and then once the Alola League is done, we move over to the next thing on our agenda, which I think next up would probably be just, something else to keep us busy until we get to Generation 8 being released, which is late in the year. Besides that, though, I don't think this means there's a new region going to be coming to the anime soon, because the anime for the new generation never starts when the games get announced. It starts when the games get released. So, for example, X and Y anime didn't start until, or the Black and White anime didn't end until X and Y came out. Then it ended, and we moved over to the, next generation of games, and the next the next anime series also of Pokemon. It always starts with the beginning of the next generation, so to say, just to put it bluntly. So I don't think this means anything. I think the anime is still going to keep going. I don't see anything strange there, anything out of the ordinary, nothing weird there. Now, next thing here. This is actually something interesting. So, Peaky Bird, which is another, I guess, leaker in the community, like an insider. He seemingly has something interesting to say here. So, first of all, his description here on Twitter basically describes him, which is official account of Peaky Bird, and he points out that we speak the secrets about the gaming industry and deliver to you directly. Articles and information are provided by Peaky Team. So, Peaky Bird basically posted a specific sentence here, or sorry, not sentence, but rather, actually no, it is a sentence, which said, "It is finally time to see some monsters, ? Or is it finally time to see some monsters, ? Which, of course, got the whole Pokemon community up in arms, everybody going apeshit, kind of considering what is this about. So there are 3 options here, and you may have already noticed them here. Of course, Pokemon is number 1, we already know that. It could also be Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter is coming up soon as well. As you can see right here, it's supposed to be a anniversary coming up soon. And of course, there is also, I guess, Animal Crossing, because those are, they're not really monsters. I don't think Animal Crossing counts, but I think maybe this could be relating to something else, and not Pokemon specifically. But honestly, if this is Pokemon related, it makes sense. And also it makes sense to be seeing logos and stuff showing up out of nowhere at this current timing, because it just lines up perfectly. Usually when we're close to the reveals of games, or the reveals of the actual games for the year, we usually do get these things ahead of time. For example, Sun and Moon release or reveal, it had a leak of the logos ahead of time. Everybody thought they were fake. I thought they were fake. I did not believe those were real. Guess what? They ended up being real. Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Logos looked like piles of shit, like genuinely piles of shit. They did not look good when I first saw them. That was just what my thought. Like, my thought was like, this looks awful. I don't think this is real. And they actually ended up being real. Eventually I kind of warmed up to the logos. They look fine now. Don't worry about it. But that's my mindset when I first saw it. I was like, this looks bad. And that's what I'm feeling about the Crown and Scepter logos here. At least the English ones. Those do look like just not good. And that's, again, where I'm sitting right now. So, again, is Peaky Bird talking about Pokemon coming soon? And it's finally time to see some monsters, aka pocket monsters? I don't know. Could it be something else? Who knows? Does Francis have a point here? Does the anime coming to a close sooner or later, or like rather being in its last lap, does that mean that we are closing into a soon-to-be reveal and kind of slowly moving into the next generation of things? I don't know. Again, it's kind of hard to know exactly where things are currently standing. But I want to point another thing out today, for what I did today in a previous video, actually, which a lot of people didn't see today's video, so I might as well bring it up. But specifically King Zell, the king himself, the boy, the homeboy, the man who gave us the Nintendo Direct, or who basically leaked it ahead of time, he's been saying that Pokemon is still to come, and when he was asked about Pokemon, he never gave us a concrete answer, but he did mention that specifically next month, there are going to be a bunch of third-party reveals coming for Nintendo Switch. It's going to be tons of third-party games. And he also mentioned Pokemon. Now, he didn't mention Pokemon alongside the March games, he just mentioned Pokemon in general, which makes me believe that clearly he does seem to know something, but I feel like if he gave us an actual date and that ended up being wrong, I think the whole Pokemon community would probably eat off his balls, and I don't think he'd want to do that, or give us that opportunity, rather, because he's been correct so far, like 99% correct about the things we've seen, and I don't think he wants to fuck up that like, high percentile he's got right now. And I haven't seen anything from Pixelpark. I haven't heard any, like, information about anything coming soon, so it's still a little bit dry, but at least these logos bring up a little bit of a flair in the community, but I still think Crown and Scepter are fake. Like, I remember Crown and Scepter, specifically those names, were made for an RP group, for crying out loud. I've talked about this before, and I'm going to mention it again. Crown and Scepter, the names, were from an RP group. They weren't actually names of, anything, like, they weren't actually leaked names or anything. Like, the rumor that we saw originally of Crown and Scepter seems to have started from specifically, and I want to bring this up, I want to mention this very clearly, those names specifically apparently came from a role-playing group on GameFAQs.com. So I don't think those names are real, but if they are, then clearly this was one of those things where, guess what, the community made up a name that the actual developers ended up using as well, which again, I don't think is happening here, but hey, whatever, you know, just, we'll let it be what it is. Either way though, thank you so much guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy, then drop a like down below. I'll see you all in the next video, and also just let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about the logos, because I genuinely think these are fake. Like, I don't think these are real. At least the middle ones look good, but the top ones, just, I can't handle the Crown and Scepter top English ones. They just look too, like, meh to me. And also, just like the game logo type sample text up here, that kind of reminds me of the sort of shit that I do in Photoshop, like the way I make the text look like, so I'm kind of a little bit iffy on this one, but you know what? I'll let it be. You guys let me know in the comment section. What do you feel about it? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? And I'll catch you all in the next video. Have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.